Hi, hello everybody. Welcome to Viva-Mundo's webinar. Today we have the guests from Kaunas University. We have Audrone with us and of course another special guest. Before we start the webinar, I just want to have a quick run through with the attendees and let you know about Viva-Mundo and what we do to help students on to the next chapter of their lives. So Viva-Mundo exists to help students with the information and details required for studying abroad. Things like visa, working while you're studying, and also application details. All these important information comes with going onto our website. We are streaming this live on Facebook today on our Salao do Estudante page. I just want to give you a quick orientation on how to use Zoom. So if you can ask questions, you can ask questions at any point of the webinar. Please do use the Q&A box only. That would be perfect, and then we can get all the questions in one place and answer them at the end of the webinar. Do not worry. So I guess I'll hand it over to you, Audrey.
Hello, so my name is Audrone. I represent the international office at Kaunas University of Technology. And basically my main tasks, my main job tasks at work are to enroll the students, to invite them to come to study with us. With me today, I have Nathaniel. He is a master student of architecture from Nicaragua. So he will be giving his experience of KTU, and he will be also helping me to review all the questions that is going to be given to me. So for the beginning, I think it's the most important for you just to know where Lithuania is and a little bit about the country that I represent. So Lithuania is in Northern Europe. We are the largest of the Baltic states. Official language is Lithuanian and the capital is Vilnius. For now, I'm going to show a short video for you to have the feeling what is this country all about. So as mentioned, the core of Europe, I think, is due to the fact that we are in the center of Europe. We have an actual center in Lithuania. Oh, sorry. So as you can see, we are almost in the center of Europe. And when we talk about Kaunas, the city that I represent, is almost in the center also of Lithuania. Kaunas is the second largest town in Lithuania. We are a very student-like city because we have almost 5 universities here. And so every 7th inhabitant in Kaunas is a student. So it's a very young, lively city, maybe more quiet during the summertime when the students are all leaving. We are Art Deco city. That means there's a lot of UNESCO heritage here in the city, and it's going to be a European cultural capital in 2022. And for the next, I will show you another video about the nature and of Lithuania. So as you can see, we are green, we are calm, we are very, there's a lot of space here. There's a lot of room to live and to be. Okay, so Kaunas is, as I told you, almost every 6th, 7th inhabitant in Kaunas is a student. So we have more than 50,000 students here in Kaunas region. And almost 51% here of the population holds some kind of a university diploma. When we talk about the university that I represent, Kaunas University of Technology, so the employment rate is very high, is almost 90% of students get the employment after the graduation. And KTU is the largest and oldest technological university in Lithuania. We have been always known for the links with our business. We are research-based university, and we are almost covering almost all of the study areas here. And nowadays it's becoming more and more international, since we every year we are enrolling more and more international students to come and study with us for their studies. So overall, if we stick to the numbers, we have almost 9,000 of students studying at KTU. Out of them, 10% are international students, coming from more than 59 different countries. We have all the levels of the studies, so therefore we do undergraduate studies, we do master studies, and PhD. Almost 1,000 of academic staff is working with the students here at KTU. So we have 8 research institutes. We have 2 scientific valleys. That means where those are the places where actually business and science connect, is where we are actually working with the real companies, with the real projects, where the students have the opportunity to work with them to improve their practical skills and to open up startups and to start implementing their knowledge. We have 4 campuses in 3 different cities in Lithuania. If you take Lithuania, we're actually a very small country. There's almost 3 million of people here living, but so we are trying to cover all of the regions, so that not just the main cities are KTU is doing some kind of an impact, but also we are trying to connect to the regional, more smaller schools and open up branches there, or to just at least do some kind of a joint programs with them. We have 9 faculties. That means we cover all of the study areas except for medicine and law. So being a technological university, of course, with the strongest parts where we work is our engineering, technologies, IT, architecture, but we have very also strong schools of economics and very strong faculty of social sciences. However, all of the programs which are done in English or Lithuanian, they're one way or another, they are connected with technologies. That means even if you are studying business, you will get some kind of a engineering background or technologies on some parts of the courses that will be done, they will be connected with technology. So, and also funny fact that we are a state university, but however, we are an owner of one private school here in Vilnius, and it's a school for management and business. So KTU welcome students, and for the beginning, I will talk about the programs that we do. So as I said, the programs that we do in English, they are almost 40 different programs that we do in English. Most of them, they are for the master programs. Some of them, of course, are for the bachelor, but there's a little bit less. We also do preparatory courses. We do English preparatory course for those who don't have sufficient English level. And we have architecture preparatory course is for the students who don't have architecture, their portfolios, so that they can prepare their portfolios, and then after passing the exam, they can continue their studies at the university. We also have one integrated program, is architecture. So that means for this study course, takes 5 years, and then in that time you get the master diploma already. Also, all of the programs that we do for the doctoral studies are done exclusively in English. So as I told you, we have different campuses in different programs in different cities. So some of the programs we do in Vilnius, some of the programs we do in Klaipėda. So and they usually, for example, the ones that we do in Vilnius, we are connecting with other also schools where we can call out expert lecturers coming in from the business, which is usually based in the capital of the city. So one of our, of course, strategic priorities, and as I've mentioned that before, as an important thing that we do is the interdisciplinarity. That means that even if you take some of the programs that are done, for example, from business, some way or another, they will be connected with technologies. And that's how we have two models that we present. And this is for the Bachelor Plus and for the Master Plus. That means, for example, when you are studying, there are two possible tracks, the way you can study your master's. You can do it as a field expert. That means you are improving your professional knowledge in that particular subject, or you can make it more interdisciplinary. That means you can connect some components from other programs, which may be useful for you when you are working on your career. That means you can make yourself a very individual plan and make your path the way you want it to be. For example, if you're studying informatics, and then you take the components from the project management. That's how you can become IT project manager. Or if your main is in vehicle engineering, you can take some of the components from the business or chain supply management, and that's how you become the logistics expert. But of course, there's always a way just to get your knowledge in the field, and maybe later on to continue your studies in your doctoral studies. So talking about the PhD, as I said, all of the majority of the fields of science, so that means almost 18 different programs that we do. We have a doctoral summer school, and all of those courses are state funded. That means when you are studying PhD with us, you don't have to pay for the studies, and then you're getting the scholarship as well. Talking about the student life, that's why I have Nathaniel here nearby for him to maybe talk about his experience and to talk about what is his.
Nice to meet you guys. Thank you so much for being here. I came here since February. I am a full-time student for the master course in architecture. Talking about the life students, it's important to mention that it's really interesting to be here for me. The environment that you are going to know here is really friendly. The people is really warm. Getting here, it's something that your community will help you. There are many programs at the university will help you to encourage to develop your skills. So jumping to the academic environment is something important, because when you are looking at the university, the staff of lectures that we have, they have the experience from the experts of the job field and the academic field, so your knowledge is more integrated instead of just having just an academic background. The university as opportunities will give you a big community with backgrounds, multicultural, as you can see in the pictures. I met people from different countries. We have many workshops with different people from Finland, Spain, and that will help you to grow as a professional, in bachelor, master, or PhD. All the opportunities that the university has, all the programs, it's like you can go abroad in exchange, you can do internship. I was doing internship in London. So I think that all the connectivity with your studies, your lifestyle, you can do it here, and even more, everything is near to our faculties. If you are living in dorms, you have a supermarket, you have everything is near in Kaunas, you can reach it, it's affordable. That's important too, because if you're with daily life with your studies, it's kind of you need to handle it. But I think that you can do it here. Just encouraging you to continue and go on.
In the meantime, I will try to show another funny video, and I will try to give you the slight idea of what it's like to study here in Lithuania. So now you can see what the student can find in Lithuania, and now we'll go back to what additional values the student can find in the at KTU. So basically, KTU has programs which are under different names. I will try to go through which are beneficial for the students who are studying here. So I will try to go through shortly with each one of them. So Gifted is a program that we do for the students who they have the possibility basically to connect and to grow their potential. This is the program that is launched for the students who are starting the studies for the bachelor. And throughout all of the years during their studies, they're getting the scholarship, they're getting additional leadership classes. They're getting additional access to conferences and other activities. Activated is a program we do connected with the health and of course it's with the sports, and I will go through this a little bit later. Inspired is where we think that it's very important for the students who, even though they are studying technologies, engineering, or whatever the field, they need to have some kind of additional soft skills involved, the cultural debates and everything. So that's the time when they are connecting with different societies and organizations. And also arts, so that's United program, where they are growing their personal growth in culture-wise. Guided is the program where we work with career. That means the students are getting their own career tutors. They're getting different type of advices, helping with their CVs, finding the job, and that's where we come to the wanted additional value. It's where we are organizing one of the biggest events of their careers, where they're actually meeting the actual companies, where they are getting the information about the possible internships and work placement. And the program that my key international office is responsible of is the program called Discovered. That means that we give the opportunity for the students to go abroad. While they are students of KTU, they can spend their time studying or doing the internship abroad in the places where they choose And we have almost 400 different partner universities where the students can choose in Europe and outside the Europe. So that means during the study years, 1 year they can spend 2 semesters. One semester they can spend in Finland, the other semester they can spend somewhere in Japan. And then after the graduation, they can also do an internship in the company that they choose anywhere in the world as well, with a scholarship as well. So coming back to the organizations, as I told you, there are different types of organizations here. One that they are focusing on the knowledge about Lithuania. Some of them they are opening the debate club about the political things, also about some of them are about financial markets, where the students are gathering and solving different issues and making sure, getting into the different projects that they work on. Also the program Activate, as I told you, we have many different activities that the students can do outside their studies. They can engage into the group activities, they can engage in their personal sports activities, and that's why we have this sports club called Activated, where the students, during their free time, they can go and do some kind of group sports and then other things. We have at KTU, we have 2 campuses here in Kaunas. Both are very, the main, it's called Green Hill, and it's on the Lithuanian hill. You see quite rather flat, but we still say that if you have to climb a little bit, we have called it the Green Hill. So it's very close to, dormitories are very close to all of the faculties, all faculties are rather close to each other. Major central campus is maybe 20 minutes walk, and it's also already in the center of town, so then you'll feel comfortable with the distances here. Everything is reached within several minutes. You don't have to spend a lot of time in traffic, so it's very friendly this way. And on the campus, there's a lot of student life. We have a leisure center here. We have all the student organizations here, and there are different events going on. As I told, we provide the dormitory to all the students that are coming in. All new students have the possibility to choose and to stay in the dormitory. We also provide information about the private rent. So if the students want to live outside and then outside the campus, they can do that, and it's very affordable. For the dormitory, you can pay from 70 to up to 140 euros, but for the rentals, almost prices are the same, since, as I told you, it's a student type of city. So the people are renting flats and it's available there. But if students, of course, they are, first of all, they're being offered to stay at the dormitories with a KTU. So to try to sum up, to begin to sum up, from what I've tried to tell you. So basically what the KTU is offering the very possibility for you to make your own individual study plan and to create your own path where you want to, how you want to study. The degree that you will be getting is globally recognized. This university is ranked first among Lithuanian technological universities and in the Baltic states as well, and in the world among 4% world top best universities according to QS rank. KTU students are valued by the employees in Lithuania, but they also have the opportunity to find internships and to get employment outside in the EU. As after the graduation, they have a 1 year stay back possibility to look for the job, for the studies, to continue the search for the internship or any kind of other possibilities. Campus is bilingual. As I've told you, we do not, as you know, we speak Lithuanian, but we do not expect the students who are coming in to start, although we do offer free courses of Lithuanian. But we are adapting to the students who are coming in here to study, so that all the campus is bilingual. Studies are done in English exclusively. Also, we have the possibilities for the joint programs. We have agreements with the Florida University, with Valencia University. So depending on the program, some of the programs are joint. So then you can spend some time with us and then go also to another university and get 2 diplomas during one duration of your studies. And also, as I've told you, university is working together with the business, so therefore there are students who are doing the internships in NASA, in Google, working with Tesla, so we have the possibility to offer that. The number of the students who are coming in internationals are increasing, so as I've told you, the programs are done in all levels in English, in Bachelor and Master and PhD. And we can offer the possibility to go for exchange for all of the students who are studying in all of the levels of the studies. Now I think coming to the most important question from the audience and from what we received, the scholarships. So the university has 2 types of scholarships. So we have one type of scholarship which is for the applicants. So we have the possibility to offer tuition waivers for the best applicants based on the rankings of all the people who apply. For example, Anya is studying here with a scholarship, so she's not paying for the study. Also, when we have the tuition fee discounts for the certain countries, and Latin America is one of the regions that we offer the tuition fee discounts. That means that the payment, the fee that they are covering is always the same as with Lithuanians would do. During the studies, the university has the possibility to offer other scholarships. One of is the talent scholarship. So that means for those who are showing good academic results, who have been active in other in other fields, in public activities, in some kind of a project or somewhere where they show their activity, they can get the scholarship of 250 euros per month. Also, we have the possibility to offer the different types of scholarship for the study results. They are coming from the companies, they're coming from the different sponsors like Barclays, Lithuanian Energy Company, Thermo Fisher is also offering the scholarship. And this way amount is varying and then it's being reviewed every month. Also for those students who are coming and having some kind of a social difficulties, so we can offer some kind of also social support scholarships if they are presenting the proof. For example, some kind of if one parent if you are a child of one parent, then you can also get the scholarship from the university. Also, there are some dormitory fee reduction possibilities, so we do tend to help out. And coming from for the very specific things for the requirements and application process. We have two intakes. One is going on now until the 30th of December. We will be admitting the students who are willing to come from February. The list of the programs is a bit shorter for this intake, since our main intake is starting from September, and the deadline for that is 13th of June. The process is very easy. We have an apply system. This is a platform where you basically register, upload your documents, and within 48 hours, we already are in the contact with you, trying to help you out with an application or trying to discuss the possibilities when we can do a motivational interview or Skype interview or test. And this is a very friendly platform, so it's very easy. Basically, you just register, and then all the information you will be getting throughout all of the process. Main requirements. Of course, our main requirement is your CGPA, which is an average grade. We require the minimum to be at least 60%. For those who are applying for the bachelor, the gap between the school and the bachelor should be not more than 3 years. Then we look very deeply into your English level. So we require the certificates in IELTS, TOEFL, or Cambridge, or any kind of international certificate. If those are not with you, we can always do a Skype test of English. So we just agree with you the time when it's more comfortable, and then we do the online test for you. And of course, for those who are coming for master, we would be requiring the motivational interview as well. And also they required to submit a list of publications or any kind of research work that they've done, and everything in the portfolio for those who are coming to study architecture. So for the finish, I will show you one more video about the laboratories here at KTU, so that you can, it's one of our valleys. You will see the video of our Santa Fe Valley, which is, as I told you at the beginning, where there's a business and research come together, and where many of our students are opening startups together with their professors, with their companies, and then you can see how it looks. So for to finish it up, I will give you the main contacts where you can actually see. Basically, the main thing where you have to know is the apply.k2.edu. That's where all of the programs that are open for that intake will be visible, where you can start your application process. However, if you have any kind of questions, you can always go to the our general website, k2.edu, and specifically admissions.k2.edu. Also, you can find more information on our Facebook page. You can connect, you can write us via Messenger, and we will be answering any kind of questions that you may have. Also, you can always write to our email. It's international@k2.lt. And now, if we'll open the box for the questions. If there's any kind of questions, you can always write to us. We will be answering them now. The majority of the questions that we received beforehand is they were about the scholarships and the cost of living. As I told you, Lithuania is a very cost-effective country. That means we have the possibility to offer you the studies that are not expensive, and then the living cost is also not that high. For example, we think that 450 euros per month should be quite enough for the student to live, and that includes the dormitory, that includes the transport, food, and any kind of other expenses that the student will have. I didn't tell about the prices for the program. So for the bachelor courses, the fee is around 3,000 euros, and for the master is around 4,000 euros. So that means that it's really affordable, and during that time you can also find the possibilities for the scholarships as well.
Okay, thank you, Audrey, for the presentation. I mean, I have some questions as well. You know, how easy is it to get a visa? Do you need a visa to get in there?
Yes, you do need to get a student visa. We provide the help throughout the process. We do help within the contact with the embassies. We do provide the documents for the intermediation documents for visas. However, I know some of the countries do not have the Lithuanian consulate nor embassy. So this way they can come. Now there was an explanation from the Relation Department that they can come with a Schengen visa. And right away, once they come, they can apply for the temporary residence permit. We will be helping throughout the process again. And if there are any kind of questions, we are answering during the process itself. So we have a good reputation among the embassies, so there's very, I don't know, maybe half of the percent of the students that are applying are not getting the visa. So we have quite a high rate of getting the visas.
Okay, all right, great. Well, I just wanted to thank you for your presentation. Thank you to the attendees who attended live. I just want to remind you guys to visit Viva-Mundo on our website, viva-mundo.com. And any questions, of course, do contact Audrey at the Kaunas University. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.